Hello, if you're new here, my name is Tanvi, and today we are going to be talking about books that you must read in 2025. The books that I'm sharing in this video are all non-fiction books. That is why, first, I want to tell you that although these books are self help books, please use them as a guidance to create a better life for yourself and do not consider them as absolute truth. These authors have shared their concepts based on their life experiences and wisdom, which you can use for your own benefit. Do not try to live by the book as a set of rules for life, but rather use them as guidance, and that is how you can extract the maximum from self help books. As individuals, we are all different with different life situations, and there is no right or wrong way to live a life. But at the same time, there is immense potential in all of us to design our lives the way we want to. The purpose of self help books is to give us new ideas, to expand our minds, and to guide us in our journey. Ultimately, it is you who has the potential and power to recognize what works the best for you. So, here I begin with the number one book, which is Written with Respect to Habits. I do not have a physical copy of this book right now, but it is an excellent resource when it comes to habits. Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you are looking to develop new habits and leave bad habits behind, then this book can serve as a guide. The author James Clear explains the psychology of habits, advising us to make good habits as attractive as you can and to create friction for bad habits. The title itself, Atomic Habits, reflects the book's core message. We often think that we need to make significant changes to transform our lives, but author clarifies this myth. He emphasizes the importance of building a system to improve just by 1% each day. Over time, these small changes compound and transform your life. This is why the book cover reads Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. James Clear also relieves the pressure of changing your life by urging readers to focus more on the process than the outcome. One of the most inspiring parts of the book for me was when the author wrote, I didn't start out as an author, I became one through my habits. This demonstrates that the author has lived the principles he shares, which contributed to this book becoming number one New York Times best-selling book in 2023 with 20 million copies sold. Number two book is with respect to understanding the human mind, and what better book than The Power of Now? This book is my personal favorite because it is written with such simplicity. However, its simplicity should not be mistaken for being an easy read. This book is very deep, and the author will reveal your mind and those of others. This is a meditative book, and you'll feel calm and relaxed while also experiencing surprising and enlightening moments as you read. I had recommended this book to my sister, and she was listening to the audio version of this book, and she told me that she falls asleep whenever she listens to the author's voice. The author of this book is Eckhart Tolle. He's like a modern monk. You can check his counseling sessions on YouTube. He appears so calm with Zen-like aura while answering people's questions. This book urges readers to live in the moment. It helps you to release attachment to your past and your future and grounds you in the present, which is our place of power. After reading this book, I had observed an increase in my focus and concentration. This book contains all the life lessons one needs to know, which made it number one New York Times best-selling book at the time. Many celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and Jim Carrey have recommended this book. I couldn't find just one quote to mention in this video because everything written in this book is so deeply meaningful. However, I will share one lesson that I have learned from this book with you, and that is you are not your mind. Although I understand that this book is not meant for everyone, but if you are seeking wisdom and are open to reading something deeply meaningful, then I highly recommend reading this book. Number three book is with respect to enhancing leadership qualities in you. Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Initially, I was not interested in reading this book because it seemed so common and my mind was craving for something new and fresh. When I finally read this book, I realized how my mind can be arrogant at times for ignoring a classic like this. Although I do not have a physical copy of this book with me right now, this book is a great resource for those who want to understand what makes human being better leaders. You don't need to be running a business or owning a company to benefit from it. Just having a leader's mindset is more than enough. The author of this book has written this book beautifully, and I thoroughly enjoyed the journaling exercises that are included in this book. Although this is a management book, it also has emotional depth to it, especially when the author shares some of his personal experiences, revealing the vulnerabilities of him. One quote that really inspired me from this book was, "The key is not to prioritize your schedule, but to schedule your priorities." Over 40 million copies of this book have been sold, making it a classic self-help. I highly recommend this book for those who are interested in learning leadership qualities and management skills. Number 4 book is for those who embrace minimalism or minimalist approach to life. Essentialism by Greg McKeown. The author emphasizes using your energy in such a way that you don't get more things done but the right things done. He very well differentiates between a non-essentialist and an essentialist. A non-essentialist thinks that everything is essential, while an essentialist thinks that almost everything is non-essential. This perspective allows an essentialist to focus their energy on things that truly matters. The author in this book beautifully explains why you can be busy but not productive, overworked but underutilized, and constantly in motion but never getting anywhere. I won't go deep into this book, but if you want to live your life more intentionally and discover the perks of a minimalist approach, I highly recommend reading this book. One quote from this book that really touched me was, "We often think of choice as a thing, but choice is not a thing. Options may be things, but a choice is an action. It is not just something that we have, but something we do." This book is for those who are interested in spirituality. A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle is a wonderful book with immense depth. Besides being a spiritual book, it can drastically reduce your anxiety. It has the potential to awaken you from sleepwalking through life. It explains what ego is in depth and how it causes pain and suffering. It also explains how negative thoughts and emotions are not entirely personal, but they operate at the level of collective unconscious. The author urges us to be aware of our thoughts and emotions on daily basis. This book can literally change your life. Again, I couldn't find just one quote from this book to share with you because there is so much of beauty and wisdom on every page. If you are ready to explore something profound, do read this book. It will slow your mind like never before. Number 6 book is for those who want to improve their financial situation. Your Money or Your Life by Vicky Robin. This book can really help you to shift your perspective on money and help you improve your finances. The best thing about this book is that it gives you practical steps to use your money intentionally. Besides that, the author reveals the consumer culture and how it has brainwashed us into looking for happiness outside of ourselves. She debunks the myth of getting more things will bring more happiness. The author has included interesting exercises that will help you track your finances. She also explains how your money is equivalent to the energy you spend working at a job that you probably don't like, or at least that does not guarantee you any certainty. Although it is a financial book, it also has a spiritual aspect to it. One quote that really stood out to me while reading this book was, "Financial integrity is when you learn to make financial choices that are independent of what advertising and industry have decided would be good for their business." This book is an eye-opener, and that is why I highly recommend reading it. If you have any book recommendations for me, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to know. Thanks for watching.